Here we go. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Join us. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov. Ya la 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 la. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov. Ya la 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 la. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Ya la 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 la. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Bim 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 bam bim 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 bam bim bam bim 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 bam bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat Shabbat. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat 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 Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat 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 Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to Temple Aliyah Shabbat. Oh, such a pleasure. I don't know about you, but even with not going out too much, staying at home, I'm exhausted. I mean, like, I feel like, isn't it true? Like, we've never worked harder. We've never gone to fewer places, supposedly just staying home. Like, you think like, oh, it should be relaxing. This is Shabbat all the time. It doesn't feel like that. So we hope that you're going to be able to join us now for a peaceful Shabbat. And Chazan Stein and I are going to help you just get into that mood and feel the spirit and the beauty of Shabbat. We, if you don't know, we follow along with what we call the Lev Shalem prayer book published by the Rabbinical Assembly. It's available. You can get it on our website. You can download it through the generosity of the Rabbinical Assembly. So you just go to aliyahlive.org and you'll find there different options to get the prayer book. And this is for Shabbat evening, and we do it for Shabbat morning as well. We're going to begin Shir L'Adonai, Chazan, a song unto God we sing, page 13. Here we go.
Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, shir l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, לאדוני שיר חדש. שירו לאדוני כל הארץ. In case you don't know the words, let's just sing it as a nigun. Here we go. Ya-la-lai, la-lai, ya-la-la-lai, la-lai, ya-la-lai, la-lai, lai, la-lai, lai, ya-la-lai, la-lai, ya-la-la-lai, la-lai, ya-la-lai, la-lai, lai, la-lai, lai. Shiru l'Adonai, Shiru l'Adonai, Shir Chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, Shir Chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz.
What I love about our Shabbat evening service, Kabbalat Shabbat, is that we have people here on Zoom. Those of you who are watching by live streaming, you only get to see Chazan Stein or me, or later on, you'll get to see our bar mitzvah, Joshua Golshani, who's going to lead us in some of the prayers tonight. But it's nice to look on the screen and to see the families, some young couples even with us. It's nice to share with everybody and to see the faces, feel part of community when we're locked into our homes and we're just looking at each other or looking at somebody on a screen. Or sometimes, I don't know about you, you sit in a Zoom meeting. How many of you do Zoom meetings on the screen? Raise your hand if you have to do Zoom meetings. Oh my God. Are you tired of Zoom meetings? I am like done with them. I have Zoom butt. I don't know what that is. It's a whole different, configuration of how long you sit and take in these meetings. But it's good to see people live and not have to be in a meeting and enjoy. So we're going to continue with this service with the Chadodi. When we get to the final verse, if you want to rise, you can do so. You can open the door. I'm going to open the door behind me. And Chazan Stein, we're going to find on page 23. We're going to do the first stanza and then the last stanza. That's when you can open a door for the Shabbat Queen. That's who we're welcoming in. Here we go.
So I'm going to do the melody from Africa that I learned when I was there, Lichadudi, the Abba Yudaya melody, and just to remember that I probably would have been there at this time. Lichadudi, likrati kala, b'nei Shabbat, nikabila. Try it with me. Lichadudi, likrati kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Shamor, shamor v'zachor b'libor echad. Ishmianu el hamyuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shem u'tiferet v'litila. Lechadodi likrati kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lechadodi likrati kala, b'nei Shabbat nikabela. Bo'i v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha ובצהולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראתי כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראתי כלה, פני שבת
Now that we've welcomed in the Shabbat bride, we acknowledge the sanctity of community. The Chazan is going to, in just a moment, recite the words of the Baruch Hu. It's the official call to prayer. I never could imagine 6 months ago saying this is how we're going to make a minyan, that this is how we're going to bring community together that we can't do in person, but you're all there. I see you on screen. And so Chazan, you're going to the official call, and then we'll respond as those of you who wish to rise, do so at this time.
So we learned this melody earlier, so we'll do it for Baruch Hu. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruchu et Adonai Hamivorach. Your turn, Baruch Adonai. Baruch Adonai Hamivorach Le'olam Ba'ed. Baruch Adonai Hamivorach Le'olam Ba'ed. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
You may be seated. I love when the sun is going down. It's supposed to be cooling down. If you're not here in Southern California, it's still about 130 degrees outside, even at this this night, this time of twilight. But let me share a reading for Shabbat that'll hopefully inspire us and get us in the mood. What you have made, what you have spoiled, let go. Let twilight empty the crowded rooms, quiet the jostling colors, to hues of swirling water, pearls of fog. This is the time for letting time go, like a released balloon dwindling. Tilt your neck and let your face open to the sky, like the pond catching light, drinking the darkness. We continue with Ki Hem Chayenu, page 40.
Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu ubahem nege yomam v'layla. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu ubahem nege yomam v'layla. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu ubahem nege yomam v'layla. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu ubahem nege yomam v'layla. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu ubahem nege yomam v'layla. Ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu ubahem nege yomam v'layla. Ve'avatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch ata Adonai ohev amo Yisrael.
The words of the Shema speak of listening. Our bar mitzvah, Joshua Goshani, is going to lead us in these words. And I invite you, if you want to close your eyes on the first 6 words, you can. And then we can open them and join together with Joshua for the Ve'ahavta. Joshua, go ahead. Why don't you begin with Shema, please? As he finds the page, it's okay. That's all right. Take your time, Joshua. You got it there now? All right, Here we go.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shachbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
I invite you to continue silently, Hebrew or English, or just your private meditation for a moment. As Joshua continues with the concluding verses of Vayomer paragraph. Leman Tizkeru.
למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Asher Koach, Joshua. This is very nice. We're going to have you back later. You're going to help lead us a couple more prayers. Page 44, Michamocha.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא, תהילות עושה פלא. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא, תהילות עושה פלא. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה. זה אלי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא, תהילות עושה פלא. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, גלו מיד חזק ממנו, מיד חזק ממנו. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא, תהילות עושה פלא. עושה פלא, עושה פלא, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
The Hashkivenu prayer you'll find on page 45 speaks of God providing and placing over us a sukkah of shalom, a sukkah of peace. I pray, and we all pray, that there should be this tabernacle of peace over us, over Israel, and over the entire world, protecting us from this horrible virus. May there be peace and goodness amongst us all. Hashkivenu.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ושלום מעתה ועד עולם. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. Just you guys. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים.
The words of Vishamru, actually verses from the Torah itself. And you'll find on page 46, it speaks of a covenant, an oath, a sign between us and God. And Joshua, if you'll unmute yourself, you're going to lead us all in Vishamru. Go ahead, page 46, you start us off.
Vishamru v'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Vishamru v'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Israel Oti leolam, oti leolam, oti leolam. Vishamru v'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz. Vishamru v'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash, shavat vayinafash. Vishamru v'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam.
Very nice, Joshua. No one knows how hard it is to lead those prayers without people behind you, right? You know, normally when you're at the congregation as a bar mitzvah, you know, you have everybody around you and sharing and inspiring you and giving a little bit of strength. But yes, of course, you were fabulous, Joshua. We're gonna have you back later to lead us in Kiddush. Chazan Stein, we're going to continue here. Tell you what, no, I'm gonna continue. It's okay, you just relax for a moment. You know what, because I was gonna talk about, I don't know, how many of you on screen here are excited about Major League Baseball and the NBA being back in action? How many of you are excited about that? Raise your hand and let me see. All right. It's not only just the guys, the cat's excited too. You know, it's so fascinating. You know, there are some people who just love sports and who just want to be able to root for their team again, or just to watch something that's not a repeat from the PGA of 2005 or something, you know, just looking for something new to watch. And then, right, there's true fans, there's people that just want something else to watch. And then there's the group that wants to have a victory over the coronavirus, right? Like it seems like for many people, that this is an attempt at really, can we have some small victory? Can we just, like, even whether it's in a bubble, even whether it's, you know, no fans around, is there any way that we can have some normalcy in my life? And I really feel that sports is this moment in which people keep praying and hoping for a victory over, if you will, the evils of this coronavirus. In the portion of the Torah that we have with Moses, who's talking to the Israelites about entering the land, it feels as if Moses he's trying to look for a small victory as well. He wants the Israelites, he wants them to know that they're going to be challenged by the idolatry of the land when they go in. He knows he's trying to warn them that just know that you're going to be tempted by these idols. And there's a great verse that it actually made me think of the coronavirus, and you'll see why in a moment, when he's actually describing Moses, the idols, and he says, you will serve man-made gods of wood and stone that cannot see or hear or eat or smell. I thought about the coronavirus because you know that's one of the symptoms, right? Is that you can't smell things and that you can't eat things. You can't taste them. And I thought about, here's what Moses is saying. He's saying, like, why would you worship something that doesn't have the abilities that you ascribe to that power of the human condition? If they can't see or hear or smell or taste, then why are you worshiping them? Moses knows that in spite of this, that there's a temptation to look to opportunities outside. He's tried to give them the 10 Commandments. He's tried through God to give them laws to help them fight against this disease, if you will, like coronavirus, of idolatry. We look for small victories sometimes against idolatry, against the evils. And I'm rooting for Major League Baseball. I'm rooting for the NBA, that we can have some, if you will, hope, not in case of idolatry, just a hope for some sense of normal life. We're going to continue at this time. Chazan, now you're going to lead us, I think, with the Chatzi Kaddish. Here we go.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבם מבורך לעלם ועלמי עולמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה ברכו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, להמירן בעלמה ויאמרו amen.
This is a time when you can all rise, those of you who wish or can, as well, in terms of your health conditions. And it's this moment of the Amidah, which is what it means in Hebrew, Amidah, which means to stand. We turn to the most intimate moment of oneness with God, with ourselves, with life itself. We're going to begin together a Kavanah meditation, Adonai tzvatai tiftach u'fi yagiti letecha, that says, God, please open my lips that I may proclaim your praise, and trying to find the words of our hearts for what we're feeling. And then when we're done, whether it's the words of the Amidah in Hebrew or English, or if you prefer, the private prayers of your heart, Hazan Stein will then give us a little bit of beautiful music behind the scenes just to inspire our hearts as we continue with our prayers. We're going to begin together, Adonai tzvatai tiftach.
Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Sfotai Tiftach. Na 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 Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Sfotai Tiftach. Na 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 Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. Hey, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
If you're standing still and you want to be seated, you may do so. We're going to turn to prayer for healing and strength and comfort for others. There's so many people, some people on the screen in front of me recovering still from surgery, and I know are still in need of more strength. Some of you have just taken a fall and need a little bit of strength to recover and be stronger of mind and body. I'm sure we all know somebody who's in need of prayers. So if this is for you or for anybody you know, I want you to close your eyes for a moment. I want you to just close your eyes. I want you to think, if it's for you, I want you to bring those prayers internally. I want you to think about healing powers and strength and comfort. And I want you to we're going to go into silence for just a moment, and then we're going to have our own Aliyah choir share Refa'inu with us, special prayer for healing and strength.
Refa'enu Adonai b'nei Raphael. God, only you can bring true healing, and so we pray. Baruch atah Israel, blessed are you, Shekhinah, restores our loved ones, heal our people speedily in our day. Bring
a beautiful piece you put together, Chazan. Wow, I love it. The choir sounds so magnificent. And it's actually easy to kind of tell where in the, if you will, in the coronavirus that was filmed in terms of how long the hair is now compared to then of Chazan Stein and Bob have seen as well. So welcome to COVID-19 in 2020. Oh my goodness. All right, Joshua is going to lead us in Kiddush. So Joshua, I want you to get ready and get that Kiddush cup ready. And we're going to join on page 55. Joshua, why don't you stand up as well and adjust the camera, all right? That way you can do it. And just adjust it so we can see you well there. I'm going to help you out, give you a little bit of time to do that. And then you're going to lead us, again, page 55, as our bar mitzvah is, hold on, as she's working this out. Reminds me of a story about wine and Kiddush. In terms of, as we deal with technological issues here, that the idea of, do you have to have wine on Shabbat? You can actually, by the way, if you don't know, you can even have beer as part of Kiddush. You just can't do Berei Pri Hagafen with it. You do the prayer of Shehakol. Isn't that interesting? The rabbis wanted you just to have some sweetness and joy. And Josh, you're going to lead us. Go ahead, you can unmute yourself, I think. You look like you're about 7 feet tall, but this is terrific. Lead us in Kiddush, Josh. You take it away. Go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher Kidshon b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon hinhilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehila l'mikra'ei kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'charta ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava uvratzon kinhaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
That's your koch again, Joshua. Go ahead. You can drink that up. It's not easy, as you said, doing it all on your own. He's definitely ready for tomorrow when he's going to be celebrating his bar mitzvah. We're going to be doing it outside in the Horwitz Pavilion. We're so thrilled, Josh, to be sharing with you and your mom and your dad, and nice, intimate, safe ceremony tomorrow. We're going to rise together, Aleinu, and you'll be able to find on page 56 if you're using our prayer book.
Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומי. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, עמק מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשב אותה, לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד על כן נקבל לך ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. This is the moment of memorial in which we will recite the mourner's Kaddish, the Kaddish Yatom. And those of you who are either in the period of mourning, or if this is your yahrzeit, you will be reciting these words in just a moment. On this Shabbat, remember the yahrzeits, the anniversaries, the loving memories of those who inspired us in life and continue to inspire us each and every day. On this Shabbat, remember Esther Sirlin, Marion Golding, Norma Peckman, Morton Schwartzbach, Bernard Timur, Anna Warshaw, Violet Ferrara, David Goodman, Bonnie Chrishell, Murray Markham, Dr. Neville Sachs, Betty Schreidman, Miriam Schulman, Jean Watch, Max Ein, Nathan Eisner, Elizabeth Michaud, Virginia Peets, Magda Strauss, Claire Stroman, Harold Sussman, Sylvia Young, Faye Berger, David Gruda, Helene Kamzan, Regina Kram, Phyllis Projansky, Inga Schoppler, Max Sosson, Philip Strom, Sidel Stroll, Sai Yaffe, Joseph Amar, Bessie Miller, Edward Tibbins, Simon Woolman, William Zarrett, Heskel Abid, Ruth Bugro, Esther Brill, Russell Manis, Ed Meadows, Habiba Serafian, Max Schwartz, Florence Stein, Stanley Wolf, Irving Eigler, Jonathan Kalkin, Rebecca Kirsten, Kenneth Levine, Lawrence Ornstein, and Irving Seligman. We're also mindful and saddened by the recent bereavement in our community of Erwin Barr, father of Gary and Joy Barr. And we're very saddened by the passing of Michael Galikov, too young, 34 years of age. His sister is on Zoom with us, Stella. Those of you who are on the screen can see her, and her father, Alex, and her mother, Edie, as well. You can see the community here on screen, Stella. So I want you to know that you're not alone, you and your family. This is the community trying to give you strength and comfort at this very difficult time. All those who have neither desire to recite the words of Kaddish, I would invite you to rise. And so Stella, you and your parents, if you want, can rise. And reciting these words, we hope you're given strength and comfort at this time. Here we join together, Yit Gadal ve'Yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. Amen. V'alma divrach rutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon u'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael v'agalav izman kariv v'meru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam umei umaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei d'kudusha b'richu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiran v'alma v'meru. Amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael meru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'meru. Amen. May God who establishes peace in the heavens grant peace and harmony for us, for all of Israel and all of humanity, as we say, Amen. May you be given strength and comfort, Khan and Galikov families, with all of this community. going to share with you some announcements before we conclude our service. Tomorrow morning, Shabbat service is here, right here, same place, your living room, right there, 10:30 in the morning until about 12. Have your lunch ready, those of you who want, because after the service, you can link in just as you did for tonight on Zoom, and we have our virtual Kiddush luncheon. Any of you can join us. It's a wonderful community. We share, we talk, we learn a little bit, so you can join us tomorrow. Also, in the afternoon, if you want to join by live streaming, Joshua Golshani. All right, Josh, we're very excited for you. You're fabulous tonight. You'll be great tomorrow. We're looking forward to share with your family, okay? Bring your bathing suits. It might be a little bit warm out there tomorrow, but no matter what, we're going to have a good time. I promise, Lisa, it'll be great. We're going to also on Sunday at 11 a.m., Chazan Mimi will lead Sacred Space. It's a wonderful, beautiful service with prayers and meaning. It's a little bit of crying sometimes, but opening our hearts and being able to connect with life and family. Renewing membership at Temple Aliyah. Right, it's a statement of connection, relationship to your community. So if you haven't done it yet, please, if you will, to join with the membership. You can find it at templealiyah.org/renew2020. If you have any issues, get in touch with Alicia. You'll get in touch with us. We'll help you figure it out. Don't worry. And we're here for you. Even though the office is closed, we are here. That's for sure. All the clergy, just send us an email, Rabbi Vogel at templealiyah.org, Rabbi Galko, Chazan Stein, Chazan Mimi, any of this. We're around and we'll get back to you quickly. We miss you all in person, but this is as close as we're going to get for right now to see you on screen and those who are out there. And Iris, it's good to see you as well. We miss you and everybody. And Renee, I can't see your picture, but I can see your name out there, and Fran, and all of you that are on. The Rasmussens with even the Pooch. Everybody's praying together. We wish you all strength and comfort and peace on this Shabbat. And Chazan Stein, what are we going to do? Adon Olam?
Sure, we can do Adon Olam. Let's rock around the clock. What do you say? Okay. Adon Olam Hashem Alach. בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נעשה וחפצו כה, אזי מלך שמו נקרא. אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא, הבב בב בב בב, ואחרי ככלות הכל, לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא הווה, והוא יהיה ותפארה. אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא, בב 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 בב, והוא אחד ואין שני, להמשילו להכבירה, בלי ראשית בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמשרה. אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא, בב 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 בב, ביעדו אף כדרוכי, ועת ישן ועירה, ועם רוחי גבייתי, אדוני לי ולא אירא. אדון עולם השם מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא, הבב בב. Dance solo for Zisel. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'Terem Kol Yitzir Nivra, Bop Bop Boppity Bop. Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right, Shabbat Shalom, everybody.